Hello. Hello, sir. Voice is not audible.
Yeah, hello, I'm audible now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, yes, good morning. Some technical problems going on, so that's why. There is one switch now that's gone very less down. Okay, how you are all? Fine now?
Yes, sir, fine.
Yes, sir.
So still only two of you are here, and one, what's her name? She's not. So Bijay and Lisa. Lisa is not there now. So
Sir,
if
Lisa is not there.
then please share now. Share this link to her also through by the WhatsApp or by any means, Vijay. Because today my mobile is not working. That's why I have sent link on through by the mail. If possible, you may share in WhatsApp group. Okay, Vijay, you are there.
Done.
Vijay, Vijay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you informed her?
Hello?
Do you inform her?
Yes, sir. Rakesh sir also sent several
Oh,
reply
oh,
also for better
okay,
link
okay. Then it's all right.
for
Let's
monetary
start.
economics.
So yesterday we have study about the managerial economics aspects and also what are the role and responsibility of the managerial economics. So today we are going to focus after desire and wants. Let's move to the some special aspects that is known as the demand. One thing I will make you sure that demand is nothing, but it will be explained by some instinct of the facts. First of all, uh, the the consumers or we have some desire to get something. If we have desire, then it will be ultimately convert our willingness to buy such product. And if willingness is there, that means we have such uh, purchasing power capacity within us. That's why our willingness are just interacting for getting something. And whenever we want to demand the commodities, services, or whatever may be, it required in some certain time and certain place. Okay, when one next question several times arises when demand set to be fulfilled. When demand is set to be fulfilled. So actually, it is fulfilled when you paid that amount to the to the uh, suppliers, to the traders, or to the businessman, and when that goods transferred to you, then it is said that demand is fulfilled, or there is the demand of such goods or the services. Ultimately, whenever we go to the market and if we just see some goods from the market and say, Acha, this product, okay, what is the price? This much. And we did not purchase. Again, we said, okay, okay, thanks. That means that is not not a demand. Okay, that is not a demand. We cannot say that is the demand. Whenever you purchase that goods, then it will be said that it is a demand. First of thing, you just keep in your mind these things. So questions may appeared by just several. She's trying to join. Let it be. Question maybe appeared in your examination like what is demand? Explain the determinants of demand. This type of the questions can be seen. So if let me see whether I'm waiting for Lija. She's trying to join, but still okay. Let it be. She had joined. Okay. Demand for a commodities refers to the quantity of the commodity. Okay. Uh, if you want to write, you may. Demands for a commodity refers to the quantity of the commodity which an individual consumer or a household is willing to purchase per unit of time at a particular price. Why full stop of why it is saying like that? Because at the midnight, if you have money also, if you have willingness also, if you have desire also, and if you want to drink some coffee or the tea, and you just go outside and one shop is there and you are saying, hey shop, give me tea, huh? I have such money, then the shop is not going to give you that time tea, or it cannot be fulfill your requirements. Why? Because it it has some certain time. Okay, certain time. It is open only from the early morning to evening only. So between these times you can able to buy, we can you are able to fulfill your dream, but beyond that it is not. So if you want to fulfill your dream, you have to search a certain place. It may be possibility that you may get that cup of coffee from a railway station. 24 hours availability are there, you may be, or you may search some sites where they are delivering in 24 into 7 hours. That is that way you can fulfill your requirements, your necessity, your willingness, whatever may be, by paying such goods. So then after that, that will be said to be demand. So that's why certain time and place will be added here. It is most important. After that, you all know that demand for a commodities implies demand for a commodity implies. So if you want to write number one, desire of consumer to buy the product, desire for desire of the consumer to buy the product. Number B, his willingness to buy, the product. And number C, sufficient purchasing power in his possessions to buy the product. C, we can say that sufficient purchasing power in his possessions to buy the product. And D,
Sufficient purchasing power in his possession.
to buy the product. And for D1 is certain time and place. Certain time and place. After that, you may write the demand may arise from an individual, from an individual, a household, as well as market. One PPT is there that I'm sharing. We are just in the introduction and definitions about the demand. Then after we have to study about the demand, and then after demand functions. So these 1, 2, 3 parts we are going to study today itself. And law of demand, shift and demand curve, elasticity of demand we'll study on the next day. Yesterday I have also explained about the utility and analysis. Uh, those goods or the services have one satisfying power is known as the utility. And today, just see here, law of demand are hook concept that we have to study in the connection with each other. That one is not so much important. It is just giving the definition of it. After that, the demand for a commodity at a given price in the quantity of it, which will be bought per unit of time at that price. In the economics, demand refers to the buying behavior of the household. What does it means? Oh, that also not important. Okay. The demand for a commodity services to depend upon its utility to satisfy want to desire. Yes, that ones. Uh, Thus, the demand for a commodity or services is depend upon its utility to satisfy wants or the desire, willingness to pay, capacity of prospective consumer to pay for the goods or the services. So, in the nutshell, therefore, we can state that when desire is backed by willingness, when desire is backed by willingness and ability to pay for goods, you can write this one. in the nutshell, therefore, we can state that when desire is backed by willingness and ability to pay for a or service, goods or a service, then it is become demand. Then it becomes demand for the goods or service. Full stop. Have you written that, Lija, Vijay?
Sir, up to service we have to write now.
In the nutshell, therefore, we can
So
state
in
that
nutshell,
when
yes sir.
desire is backed by willingness and
Yes sir.
ability to pay for a good or service, then it becomes demand for the good or service. Have you written that one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes sir.
Okay. So conceptually, demand is nothing but consumer readiness or the ability to satisfy desire by the paying for the goods or services. A desire accompanied by ability and willingness to pay makes a real or the effective demands. So whenever consumers pay some money for buying something, at that time when he received goods, it will be said that demand can be fulfilled, and it will be also known as that is an effective desire. So this part is important because these are the definitions. So just below you write down the definition of the demand according to Professor Hibdon. According to Professor Hibdon, the various quantities of the goods that would be purchased per time period at a different prices in a given market. Professor Hibdon want to say that whenever consumers or the peoples are goes in the market for buying something at a redeemed of time at a particular time and for purchasing just by thinking of the different prices that is given by the sellers or the producers or traders, that is known as the demand. So we can say that the various quantities of goods that would be purchased per time period at the different prices in a given market. Next one is given by Professor Lee Banham, Washington University. He had given the demand for anything at a given price is the amount of it. The demand for anything at a given price is the amount of it which will be bought per unit of time at the price. Which will be bought per unit of time at the price. The term has no significance unless a price is stated or implied. He said that actually the price of the commodity has no significance whether it will be tagged or it will be set because it depends upon the consumer's requirement, and as per his requirement, as per his willingness, he can buy at any particular time at any particular place just by paying some coins. That is the narration of Professor Lee Banham, who was from the Washington University. Then after Professor Douglas Haig of Manchester Business School has also stated that demand in economics means demand backed by enough money to pay for the goods demanded. So whatever we demanded, it should have enforced from money, from coins to buy such product, and then it will be said that it is a demand. So I think you all have written these things. Okay, determinants of demand. So we will go. We are not in the small classes. We are in AMCOM, and we have to start from the different ways. So if you want to write, you may, and if you don't want, you can. See, determinants of the demand. Um, if we want to start, it's a use. It is a very big. It is not like that, like price of the commodity. Yes, it shall be included there, but something more than of that also. So first of all, determinants of demand. That is an individual household demand for a commodity depends upon depends on the household desire for the commodity and its capability to purchase it. The desire to purchase is revealed by the taste preference of the individual household. The capability to purchase depends upon his purchasing power, which in turn depends upon his income and the price of the commodity. Since a household purchase a number of the commodity, how much quantity of particular commodity the household choose to purchase depend upon in his price of that particular commodity and price of other commodities beside his income. In addition, certain demand determinants are specific uh, category of goods that important demand determinants are as follows. So that is divided from three factors. Okay. So first of all, you write the factors determining demands. First of all, you write factors determining demands. Factors in the topmost, you write the factors determining demand. Just make arrow and once a straight line, and it will be divided in three parts. In the first, your right hand side, your left hand side, you write general factors. General factors. In the mid, you write the additional factors to luxury goods and durable goods. Additional factors to luxury goods and durable goods. And your right hand side, last, you write additional factors related to market demand.
So external
Which one? Last one.
third one.
Third one, additional factors.
Sir.
Additional factors related to the related to the market demand. So these are the factors. First of all, the
Sir, can you
general
repeat the
factors.
second one?
First, see, the factors determinant of demand is divided in three parts. Uh, First one is the general factors. Second one is the additional factors to the luxury goods and the durable goods. Luxury goods and the durable goods. And the third one is the additional factors related to the market demand. Okay, so general factors, many peoples are knowing about that. We also know, but we because generally we are not concentrate about that, because we are many peoples are not the student of taking the theoretical knowledge, but they have actually the practical knowledge. For example, general factors is also divided in three parts, and maybe the many more, but for a studying purpose, we have to know about the three factors, about the general factors. First one is the price of the commodity, that is known as the price of the product itself. Write down price of the product itself. This one is the four type. Sorry, four type is there. I have said now many more of that. And second one, you write income of the consumer.
Sir, first one is price of commodity now.
Yeah, that is the price of the commodity itself, or you may write the price of the product itself. Both are the same. Price of the product itself. Okay. So first of all, you have to know the meaning of the determinants. Determinants means what are the things, what are the factors that are influencing us for uh, for making more desire and more wants of the product. Okay, or more demand for the products. So for that, there are the three parts actually, that is the general factors, additional factors to the luxury goods and the durable goods. Thirdly, they have added additional factors related to the market demand. But in the general factors, first of all, price of the product itself. Price of the product itself means whenever nowadays we go to the market. Okay, some are the tagged, some prices will be tagged, some prices we can see from our mobile phone, from the internet, from TV, from advertisement. And also whenever we go in this singular market, that means the local markets, there also the people are saying uh, 20 taka 20 taka 10 taka 10 taka, they are just saying 10 taka per kg and 20 taka per kg, 20 rupees per kg, that type of the voice they are making. So we are attracted and we go there, acha 20 rupees, so we will check and buy, isn't it? That type of the market also we have seen. So the Liz, Vijay, you want, that means price of the product itself is enough for creating demands. First one. Second one, income of the consumer. Most probably, if our incomes goes up or goes down, the fluctuation of our habits, the fluctuation of our thrift, saving thrift, everything will be fluctuate, everything will be changed. And now you may not be working, but if you see your father and mother who are both of them, someone, both or someone of uh, are working, so what the changes you may see? You may see that before, while the income is low, your father used to take only 2 liters of the milk per day, or 1 liters, just to take the 1 liters milk per day for whole family. But when his income goes up, the desire has been changed, the want, the demand has been changed. Now he used to ask for 2 kgs or 2 liters of milk per day, or 4 liters of the milk per day. So these are the changes can be seen just by the increase of the consumer income or the decrease by the consumer income. If uh, incomes goes up, then he used to buy something. Thrift of the saving started. He save or the investment also started. But when his income goes out, everything will be stopped just because of the income. So incomes play vital role for mm, controlling or for extending the wants and needs of the peoples. Fourth one is taste and preference of the consumer. Taste
Third
and
one, no?
preference of the consumer is most preferable things, because everything is done only for the preferences, only for the uh, consumer needs. And when consumer desire or needs start, because he have some taste, he have some preference regarding the particular goods. For example, if you want to know, if you want to heard examples, then means there are four member in the family, three of them like tea and one like coffee. So this, for one person the coffee demanded because of taste only. Okay, all what we are wearing, what we are eating, everything, it becomes our habits, and that habits become taste. Okay, and the taste is play the vital role for our daily lives. And only due to that we create demands. After that, write down fourth one: price of the related goods. Price of the related goods. And in a brackets you write, in a bracket there you write, which includes, which includes price of the substitution and complements. Price of the substitution and complements.
Sir, substitution and
Substitution and complements good. Complements good. Price of the related goods. There are the several substitute goods are present in the market, and some are the complements. They cannot sold out just by two things like pen and zinc. Okay, again petrol and vehicles, petrol, diesel, or vehicles, I mean. But substitute goods are related goods. For example, Colgate and Pepsodent. So it also play one of the constituent things for the consumers, because whenever one price goes up or down, when any price of two substitute goods goes up, then similarly what will happen, the second goods demand will be increased. For example, if anyone using Pepsodent and Pepsodent price goes high, then ultimately that person is going to use Colgate, because Colgate is in the lesser price. Because we simply cannot think about the more necessity things of those items, those goods. Also, there are the several TVs, mobile phones, and many more goods are there. If the interchangeably some prices will be ups and downs, then ultimately people will choose the less amount of the goods. Okay, if you are thinking that, have any, if you have any questions regarding this, you may ask. Anyone?
sir, if the
Yes, sir, I'm not.
price of petrol increases, whether the demand for vehicles increase or not.
When the petrol of the price will increase, yes, it impact will be seen.
Yes, sir.
It impact will be seen, because if the prices goes up for the petrol or the diesel, public used to less demand of the vehicles. It can be seen. Huh? I'm sure. Anyone? Okay, if you think from the different angles that with the increase of the price also, if the increase, if the increase of the price also of the related goods, then after some people's using to buy some goods, so that is the different factors. That is the effect of income of the consumer or the taste of the consumers. For example, someone likes Onida TV very much. Particularly, it become the luxurious item for him because his forefathers uh, using that company from last 20 or 50 years. So he also want to buy such goods. So whatever the price may be, he will buy. Okay. So it is the different condition. It cannot come under this demand. It will. I will talk it later, just after on the next topic. Or we can study in the exception of law of demand. So whenever we study about the law of demand, there I will explain about it exception. Okay. Some peoples are using to buy now some metals, some ornaments, different type of the ornaments. Why they are buying that things? Because of the show off only. They want to um, show him as a richer person. That's why they are bought that thing. Some just you heard some just we can say stone. Okay, some different type of the stone they will purchase from the America and other countries, and they will take from there and they just decorate in his home in his native place. So whenever you go to visit, if you ask, "Acha, uncle, what is that?" Are you don't know? I have bought this from America. Huh? So that is the status symbol only. So this type of things are prevail in the exception of law of demand. So mm this type of also be there, and many more we will study. Don't worry. There are the angels curve also, which explaining about the modernizations of cultural effect. Whenever people have lot of money, they have lot of money, then actually they are not eating their food at home. More time they are uses to go in hotels, or they are depend on the fast food. So depending on the fast food, it's minimize their demands, and actually they also not wearing the good clothes. They are wearing the small clothes or different types of the clothes they are using. That is also known as the Ansel's curve, and also this is also come under the exceptional of law of demand. Okay, but we are here. We are studying about the factors or the determinants of law of demand. Sometimes it is also known as the function of law of demand. But while question will ask, write down the function of law of demand, at that time you have to give some algebraic formula, algebraic methods is there. So I will teach you that also. Let it be. Just go to the next one. That is the additional factors related to the luxury goods and durable goods. Additional factors related to the luxury goods and the durable goods. This is only two types. First one is consumer expectation of the future price, and second one is consumer expectation of the future income. consumer expectation of the future price. Lisa, you are writing now?
Yes, sir.
Chakma? Ujana
Yes,
Chakma?
sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
just write down. Okay, that is the second one. Additional factors related to the luxury goods and the durable goods. According to this are also divided in two types. First one is the consumer expectation of the future price, and second one is the consumer expectation of the future income. Just to see consumer expectation of future price, consumer expectation of the future price. So consumer expectation of the future price for the luxury goods and the for durable goods, it means that when prices less down something, some come, it's becoming some discount or becomes some less, then the we people are attracted very much for that goods, and we used to buy because for expecting that for the near days, for the near sometimes it prices will going to be high. For example, just to take the gold, diamond, silver, whatever may be, some that is the luxury goods. Durable goods means some furnitures and many more are there. If their prices goes down, we people used to buy that goods a lot, okay, for keeping with us. And whenever its price goes more goes increases, then at that time we will be sold out that things. And after sold out, we will get much and more money. We become the richer. That is for the expectation, or it is the personal use also. Just take buy of it some of the amount, because due to near future it's going to be the increase of the prices. That's why, for example, uh, if uh, we talk about this durable goods, then for household factors, okay, don't think that is the durable for don't make the notes for the durable, like potatoes and the onions. Sometimes when its prices goes down, we used to buy quintal of it and put our homes and for the daily uses. Why? Because we think that in the near future its prices goes up. That's why we put our home a lot of that things. So it is for the general peoples. General peoples means the middle class peoples, but the higher peoples do not concentrate about that. They will go for the gold ornaments or the something else. Uh, so that is the stages wise. But let it be that also the good importance for the expectation of future prices. The consumer expectation of the future income. So that is for the edible items I'm talking about, that people keep for themselves for the edibles or for keeping ornaments for future uses. But if the things or the purpose or objectives for sold out the things and earning some money, then it will be the expectation of the future income only. For example, goldsmith and others who are working daily in their shops, what they do, they whenever the gold prices comes down, they they bought so many of gold ornaments from the market, and whenever its prices increases, they will sold out the things and they earn a lot of money. So that is for the income purpose. Have you understand or having little bit some difficulties on it? Vijay, are you facing some problems in this?
No, sir.
Anyone? Chakma, Barua? Any problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one is about the additional factors related to the market demand. These are also two types. First one is about the population. Population. This is two types. Okay. First one is the population. So for easiest explanation, I want to say that when I'm single, I have to buy one chocolate only. But when I have married, I have to buy two chocolate. When I have one issue, I have to buy three chocolate. So this type of the population is increasing, extra increasing, and our demand also increases. For example, When uh, your father and mother is there, then your father have to book only two chocolates, one for him and one for his wife. And when you were born, at that time your father have to buy three chocolates, four chocolates, how much your brother and sister accordingly. So that type also the demand increasing daily. Just you think India population is increasing in a minute. Seven births take place. Seven persons are birth in a minute. So just you count it, how much population will be increasing daily. Okay, in world seven, I think in world seven in a minute. In India, three or four, three, I think. So this way the population is increasing. Just you forget about the second or the minutes. Just you think about only an hour. If one candidates can be born, if one can be take birth, then also there are the 24 hours. So the production unit don't have to think about their production limitation. Actually, production demand will be increased and production also have to increase. Okay, because death rate is very low in India and birth rate is high. Huh? Second one is about the social economic. Write down. Second one is social economic and demographic distribution of the consumer. Social, economic, and demographic distribution of the consumer.
After
So
demographic,
demographic distribution of
Social, economic, and demographic distribution of consumer. See, sometimes of the demand can be uh, easily increases due to the functions, due to the festivals, or due to the uh, culture, and ultimately the demand will be increased in the market. For example, uh, in Holi, usually the colors demand will be increased. Uh, Nowadays, colors are less using than the abir. Okay, that is also one type of the colors. Abir, no? Usually they are put. I think you all have seen abir. Have you seen or not?
no sir.
Have you seen the Holi?
Yes sir.
You all are celebrating that festival or not?
So in childhood we celebrated, but
At this time, you all are.
nowadays we don't celebrate.
Okay,
No celebration, sir.
it's all right. But the north part of India is very much in giving importance about the holies, and they actually used to buy some colors and they put on their head. That is known as the abir. It is the type of the colors only, but it don't. It will be little bit different of that. Huh? So usually they put their heads, mouth, and whatever may be. Let it
So
be.
Abhi is organic color or
Yeah,
synthetic color?
it is the organic actually. I'm going to give you the next example in the Diwali festival. What it happens, the dresses, the diyas. Have you seen the lamp now? Candles. Demand will be uh, increases because we have to lit lit the lamp on that day. So everyone are doing that. Again, I'm going to give you the one example about in just the Sahara. What will be happen? The peoples used to buy new dresses on that time. Each and everyone want to be a new dresses. So that all are the factors, that all are the reasons that creating the demand due to just by the social influence or and the social factors, that for the festival or the culture or their environments influence. Environmental influence, I cannot see the more difference between the northern and western part of the India or the northeast here. But if you go the other sides, like the Nagaland, Mizoram, yeah, little bit Mizoram is also, but in Manipur side, yeah, 12 months there are winter, just like the winter vacations, and they usually have to wear some winter clothes. So ultimately, the demands will be there. But in our side, it will be the less. So these are the social and economic factors, and demographic factors related to the person who are divided in the different age groups, and those demographic factors with dividing the age groups, they also created the different types of the demand at the different times. That's why uh, economic social, economic and demographic distribution of the consumers are very much important. Let me see the time. It will be about the 10:15. I have the next class. So today is only this much. I can continue again on the tomorrow. It may be possible. Then I will take class tomorrow also. So don't worry about that. You are three: Vijay, Lisa Barua, and Ujana Chakma. If you get information about the Jahiruddin, please let me know about him. Where he was, what he is doing actually. Sorry. Of demand and its determinants. So thank you very much, everyone. And it may be possible that I will take tomorrow also and on Sunday also. Please give me time for those days also, because our syllabus are very, what to say, very much complicated also, and it is very less. I have taken only the 4 classes till now, so I have to at least complete 10 to 12 class. Thank you very much for attending today class. Have a good day.